What's up, everybody? I'm back, and I am going to continue reading more X-Men Age of Apocalypse. Let me see. Don't mind my wife back there in the background playing there. I moved a little bit. You can see her there playing Slay the Spire. She's all. Anyways, so let's get on with this. So last time we seen the Dead Man Wade and Damask, they crashed Avalon, and Nightcrawler ripped off Deadpool's head, or I should say teleported it somewhere else. And uh, before that, Destiny said she had visions of Avalon burning and a bunch of other stuff. You know, if you follow the Hickman run and stuff like that, Hickman really did even draw on this. There's shit there that I guess Destiny's always seeing different worlds burning. So let's get on this. Excalibur, after Xavier, the Age of Apocalypse. I don't mind the kids out there playing. Okay, I love these intros, these dark '90s intros. But I am gonna close that so I can get some of that. There we go. There we go. Some of that sound filter. Okay. Let me see. Let me read this all '90s epic I read in my head like a little kid. America is dead. The creature Apocalypse stamps upon these altered states, preparing to take the world as his own. He has already won. But still, a troubled dissident movement strives against the New World Order. Once driven by failure and dispute, the revolutionary cell called X-Men fights with renewed purpose. Following their discovery of a man purporting to originate from an alternate timeline, Cell Leader Magneto dispatches guerrilla fighter Kurt Darkholm to locate the woman called Destiny. Her mutant gene for psychometric clairvoyance, literally to read the future of anyone she touches, will validate the alternate man's claims. To effect this, Darkholm has begun the dangerous journey along the secret refuge. Hold on, we didn't read this. Okay, the secret refuge pipeline from America to Destiny's location, the hidden refuge of Avalon, to the shores of which survivors are ferried by his mother, the single person outside Avalon who knows Destiny by sight, Mystique. They were trailed by Apocalypse's covert strike team, the Pale Riders. The leader, Damask, has experienced a moral earthquake upon entering Avalon and switched sides on the point of destroying the place under Apocalypse's orders. But worse than her are coming to make scorched earth of the refuge on fire. Like I said, I never realized this was Warren Ellis. He wrote the X-Men anime, and I like the X-Men anime, and he wrote some other good stuff that's X-Men related. That's why I was tripping. Oh, the X-Men anime. I'm like, dude, Warren Ellis wrote that. Anyway, so here we are. Dead Man Wade uh, lived up to his name a little under 10 seconds ago. Kurt Darkholm, known stateside as Nightcrawler, teleported his head off and hid it in a crater. Very funny, all. Very funny. All laugh. Ha 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 ha. Can you see me? Well, here's Damask, the Pale Rider corrupted by sunshine. The boy himself, X-Man Kurt Darkholm, with his dotting mother, Raven Darkholm, known to most as Mystique, and Switchback, a street mutant from Detroit by all accounts. Switchback is like a Deadpool type character. There's a lot of Deadpool characters going on kind of in this story. So exactly what did not a lot, but enough of his little world that was etched out. It was the '90s, and he didn't have a lot of supporting characters. So what exactly did Apocalypse send in as a follow-up to you? What? That's better. In the devil's name are you doing? Sorry, it's my ability. I can shunt back down my own timeline to a max of 10 seconds ago. I was getting a funny headache, so I drove me and my body chemistry back 10 seconds. Seems to have done the trick. Do that again without warning me, and I'll cure your headache. Let's get back to the village. Start all over again with Destiny. Come on, Kurt. We still have to convince her to return to America with you. In a minute. Now, what's Apocalypse sending? Sentinels? A troop of infinites? I don't know, honestly. He never said. Come here. Yes, that's it. Can you see me yet? Just as I thought, like velvet. Come on. Oh, Lord. Was Irene hit by that Scab's rocket? Did you see? Who? Destiny? No. No, she was worried about that adopted son of hers, but she's okay too. There he is. Come on, Anatoly. Ease down. Let them help you. My shoes. I want my shoes, Douglas. My feet are so cold. Just tell him he's got no feet and have it done with. It's hard to believe that someone like you could ever be a friend to my mother. Listen, little human boy. Point one, lady, I'm not human. I'm a mutant. Haven't you wondered how all these people from different countries can talk to each other? That's me. My mutant ability lies in language. I'm good. A translation field spreads from me to cover Avalon. Point two, there's no way my mom's gonna leave Avalon on the say-so of a profitable pirate, pitching some crazy story about alternate worlds. So, and you haven't seen Weirder? What do you mean? Okay, America's ruled by some primal force for Darwinism. There's a bar in Manhattan run by a guy with wings. In the middle of Antarctica, there's a warm paradise where mutants and humans coexist in peace. And Magneto's got a guy who might come from a different reality where Apocalypse never got caught hold of things. You tell me which one sounds like a crazy story, Doug. All that we in Excalibur are saying, young Douglas boy, is give us a chance to confirm said crazy story. Ha! Excalibur? Kurt's idea, named after a bullet. Remember that. Oh, I get it. Yeah, because she put X's on all the bullets when she shot Callisto. She had etched X's in the shells of all the bullets before she shot them because she thought it was funny. And Mystique was like, I just thought it was funny, so I get it. It's Excalibur. Oops, there I am. What a giveaway. God, what was that? The second wave Kurt's little friend mentioned. Get your guns out, Switchback. No, 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 no. It's Wendy. She's a bolt thrower, electrical mutant. She's been in Avalon 5 years. She'll have lots of friends at her funeral then. That's nice. No. I want. I don't. I want. Since I honed my power, I read language off everything. I even pick up background noises from people's thoughts. So, so I'm picking up two sets of noises from Wendy's brain. Clever boy. You'll have to die. Oh, is she Typhoid Mary? I'm your second wave. I came in with Dead Man Wade and jumped to Switchback when Wade lost his head. Switchback managed to lose me before I could get a grip, and oh, this might be penance. Well, this is all by this is all by the by, isn't it? Can you see me now? And you see the spirit around it, all the forms. Please, we're pleased to meet you. Oh, never mind. It's the Shadow King possessing him. I am the Shadow King. There, easy. Was that? Did I see the Shadow King? The ex-Shadow King. Some second wave. A special effect with an Arabic accent. You don't kill the Shadow King, not with guns, anyways. He's almost pure mind. All you've done is all you've done is kill his host. He'll be in someone else by now, maybe in several people. He can cause more pain that way. That's all he lives for, you see, causing pain. But how does he travel from mind to mind, I mean? Teleportation? Apocalypse said that his mind traverses some kind of lower space from something in an adjacent dimension. Apocalypse liked us to know about each other's abilities in case one of us went rogue. So for those of you who watch the show Legion, that adjacent dimension is the astral plane. And this Shadow King, they really made him far more refined for Legion. He was dope for Legion. That actor is perfect, and I kind of fucking hope the MCU considers bringing him in. I know there's no way in hell he will, but that man is perfect for an MCU show as Shadow King. But anyway, Shadow King alternates that plane. He kind of infects tons of minds at once. He can have one very powerful host that he fucks with, like he did with David Haller, but he'll also manipulate everyone and everything else around. As you see, all these people are all being possessed by him. And here's Shadow King talking. I am here to destroy Avalon, but the grace of Apocalypse is great. He cares not how I do it, as long as I do it. So I drift across the synopsis of the people of Avalon like cigarette smoke. A touch here, and bigotry resonates in a human. He snatches up a stone and dashes out the brain of his mutant friend. A pyrokinetic releases a terrible thought as I napalm in the fire thoughts as napalm in the fire catches their cinder boy hovels. I break open their worst memories and I leave them blinded, twist their emotions until they snap. I make Avalon scream. In the midst of it all stands Destiny. She who built this heaven of peaceful coexistence. In the eye of the storm, watching Raven's team try to contain it all, she is torn. Shouldn't she, too, be fighting for her dream? Surely a dream is worth fighting for. Why, then, does she so desperately want to run? No, 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 no. I want to hang around a while. I want to have some fun with you. And with a shock, she realizes without ever stepping foot on the soil of Avalon, or stepping on the foot of on the soil of Avalon, apocalypse has come, and Destiny cannot help but feel the blood on her hands. For in this world, no promises of sanctuary can be kept. I know what you are thinking, Destiny. Marcus, you've been in Avalon for 3 years. Why use your mutant power to hurt us? Well, I am not Marcus. I am named Amol Forek, called the Shadow King in the Court of Apocalypse. And I am here to tell you that your dream is worthless. See how your people tear each other's throats with only the merest push? This is the way it should be, Destiny. Humans and mutants vying for the pinnacle of evolution, with tooth and claw. If that is true, Amal Farouk, creature of apocalypse, then perhaps it is better I should die for this dream. He's going after Destiny. Do I shoot him? If he's just possessed, then it's not all his fault. What do I do? Get out of my way is what you do. These mind kind of chains come out of her brain. And I never liked being taught by you. In all the years of you leering at me, I had one dream, Shadow King, my favorite, using my power on your psionic skinning. The psionic skinning blades jab deep into the folds of the mutant's brain. Damask twists them, selectively paralyzing speech centers, movement functions, chemical producers, rendering this host impossible for the Shadow King to inhabit. He reclaims this portion of his consciousness, drawing it back. And that's how he looks in the comics usually, and in the cartoons and stuff, is as this kind of smoke entity. Blast. I missed Shadow King and caught the host's mind instead. You actually caught his mind between those blades? Yeah, I guess I got a little overzealous. Your mother's going to have my hide. I don't think I like your mother. I don't think you're supposed to. Come on. You animals. You brought this with you. You tore Avalon down. Oh, shut up. The inevitable just happened ahead of schedule. That is all. What? You ran away from real life, little boy. It was only a matter of time before real life ran after you. This dream of yours, this coexistence thing, did you ever stop to wonder what you all could have achieved with it if you hadn't hidden it in the sand along with your heads? Welcome to the real world. Start coping with it the way us poor slobs stuck in the real world have to. She goes, no, Mom. I can hear it. It's him again. Delicious. This woman's a shapeshifter. Her memories will, her memories spill out between my sharp, sharp fingers, each one manifesting on her clever flesh. It's quite an exhilarating form of torture, and that's one memory that's worse than all the others. Kurt, boy, what's the matter? Doesn't little Kurt want to play? Transforms to Sabretooth. He's in my mother. When I teleport, I spend a fraction of a second in an adjacent dimension. I'm praying that he uses the same space to make his transitions between hosts. If I teleport all three of us and Switchback can extend our transition time, let's do it. He links the three of them and begins to teleport. They waste a second peering through the aerial night of subspace looking for a sign. Kurt Darkholm's stomach lurches with fear of failure. Was he completely wrong? There, a video flicker, an electric sketch in the night, a thing of pure mind traveling in the realm of ghosts and wild psychics. Caught in the ecstasy of Mystique's agony, the Shadow King notices their presence a second too late. And that's what his human form looked more like. And they kind of made the weird fat monster in season 1 of Legion look like a deformed version of this. The partner's fate dealt Kurt move as one. The mask spins the sneering chain of her mind as Switchback forces her time field to its limit. And together they reduce the filthy intellect of the Shadow King to wet, hissing shreds. I'll torture, bring down Avalon. That's what he said deep in my mind. Bring down Avalon. Doug Ramsey moves on instinct, his head still full of Kurt Darkholm's words. He takes his head out of the sand. He faces the real world head on, and he sees what the dream can achieve. Life out of death. And there's Doug dead. Doug was dead in the main comic timeline. Doug's dead probably more times than Jean Grey, to be honest. I thought this was the only place where my dream could survive, Raven. Perhaps if I hadn't planted my hopes in different fields. Perhaps, and maybe games we play with ourselves. Perhaps apocalypse can be prevented from burning more dreams. All right, Nightcrawler, I am coming with you. Take me back to Magneto and the X-Men. And I swear by all I hold holy, we will bring down the High Lord Apocalypse. To be concluded in X-Men Omega. Like I said, all these books are coming to an end. We have, let me take a quick little peek. So we have tomorrow, Generation Next. We essentially have 9 more books, and one of them might be a source book. I am looking forward, and it's going to be about 5 more books before we get back to Universe X. Let's take a quick little peek at the cover. But I was digging this, reading how the humans fell and all the Avengers and all that shit. That was pretty good. Anyways, thank you guys for listening to me. Thank you guys for hearing my baby and all that stuff. And I'll be streaming something else soon. Thank you guys, and peace.